Well, first up tonight, Huawei has taken its latest shot at the U.S. government as it fights to maintain access to the U.S. market for next-generation technology. The Chinese tech giant has filed a motion in a court in Texas challenging the legality of a U.S. law which bans federal agencies from buying its products on grounds of national security.
Huawei has warned that a recent move by the US to place it on a trade blacklist sets a dangerous precedent that will harm billions of consumers as well as American firms. Speaking to reporters today, the company's chief legal officer again denied that the company is controlled by Beijing.
The fact is, the US government has provided no evidence to show that Huawei is a security threat. There's no gun, no smoke, only speculation. We believe this sets a dangerous precedent. Today is telecom and Huawei. Tomorrow, it could be your industry, your company, your consumers.
Mr. Song also accused US politicians of targeting Huawei with the aim of putting it out of business. Since the company was placed on a blacklist earlier this month, banning American companies from doing business with it, Google has pulled Huawei access to its Android services and apps. American chipmaker ARM also said it would suspend all business with the firm. Huawei relies heavily on US components. About 1/3 of its suppliers are American. But it insists this won't affect its development of 5G technology.
华为的主力产品尤其是像 5G 不会受到这个目前的这个 Entity List 和这个 EO 的这个影响。华为是一家这个超过1000亿美金的公司，我们对于当年的供应和生产，根据客户的这个预测，我们是有充足的判断。所以我们不认为目前的情况会对今年或者是明年哪个单独市场在 5G 的建设和规划上会产生影响。
This is the latest in a media blitz by Huawei in recent weeks. On Monday, CEO Ren Zhengfei told Chinese state broadcaster CCTV that he was prepared for a protracted battle with the US.
Well, Huawei has held a press conference here at its Shenzhen headquarters talking about the further legal action that it is taking in relation to a piece of legislation in the U.S. which bans U.S. federal agencies from buying Huawei technology. And now we have to be clear that this piece of legal action that Huawei is taking is separate from the latest U.S. actions that have placed Huawei on a trade blacklist. The focus today of these legal actions is on what is known as the National Defense Authorization Act, and in particular a provision in it which bans federal agencies from buying technology based on concerns over national security and Huawei's supposed links to the Chinese government. So what Huawei has done is filed a motion for summary judgment. If you recall, in March it had kick-started this lawsuit in the U.S. Filing a complaint, but now it is asking for this case to be expedited and for the U.S. courts to rule that it is unconstitutional that the U.S. laws, the legislation bans federal agencies from buying its technology. The focus also has been on why is this piece of legislation unconstitutional. What Huawei is saying is that the law targets the company and selectively imposes punishment on it. And this in turn violates due process because Huawei was not given a chance to defend itself or to provide its own arguments against this. It's calling this trial by legislature, and that this is a decision that the Congress has made which it deems and it sees as illegal, and it hopes that the U.S. courts will be able to overturn this legislation. And this summary judgment moving forward, a hearing on the motion has been set for September 19, and Huawei today said that it hopes that the court will be able to make a judgment on it in a few months' time. It sees this as being the most expeditious way to go about the case.